All right, let's take a look how the market reacted after Jerome Powell speaking on Wednesday. Starting off with the S&P 500, you could see we are below that 20 SMA. We lost that support at 418.74, and it looks like going into next week, watch for that support at 411.20. And if we do lose that support, do remember we have that gap down here below at 400. But for next week, I will be watching that support level at 411.20. Now looking at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones took more of a hit from any other indice, almost sitting at that 50 SMA. So that's going to be my support level I'm going to be watching for going into next week, right here at 330, and then resistance here at 337.34. Watch for that resistance to get retested, and then whether we get rejected here or not. And if we do get rejected, watch for that support down here at 323.13. But for the Dow Jones, we're no longer in that bearish trend that we were. You can see that the SMAs are curling down towards the downside, so this could be the start of a bearish trend for the Dow Jones. Take a look at some of the individual Dow components, starting off with the banks. So I'm going to look up JP Morgan. So the entire banks took quite a big hit last couple of days after Jerome Powell speaking. He did announce he was going to increase the IOER interest rate, so that would affect banks more than anything. And you could really see that here we are underneath that 50 SMA. We did lose that bullish trend that we had here. You can see the SMAs are crossing down. I did also have a blue trend line up here. We did lose that trend line there, and then we lost that key support at 152.57. So for JP Morgan, just watch for that 50 SMA to be tested. You can see back here January 14, it was tested as resistance, and then finally here we broke out of it, and then it was testing as support. So this level will be key for JP Morgan if we continue to see the banks start to come down going into the next couple weeks. Now another Dow component, Home Depot was in a very strong bull run and then finally started to slip up, and then it lost that support here at 316.90, and then it lost that support here at 307.48, right underneath that 50 SMA. So these last couple of weeks, Home Depot has just kind of been getting slammed toward the downside. Now Friday it did retest that 50 SMA as some resistance, so whether we do get back above that 50 SMA or not, watch for that support at 292.34 if we do get rejected here at that 50 SMA. But if we do get back above that SMA, it's just going to be kind of this channel to watch for with resistance at 316.90. Now for anybody trading on Friday, majority of the market was down, but there was some few tech companies that was doing very well. Starting off with PayPal, we're holding above that 273.29 support. 5 and 9 SMAs are curling up, so that's a bullish signal. So just watch for resistance at 302.57 and then all-time highs at 309.57. And then we got to take a look at Square. This one's a little bit more tight, so you can see that we're holding above that 233.54 level. As long as we could hold above there, we do have some tight resistance here at 249. And then if we can get it back above there, just watch for that double top resistance here at 280, it looks like. Now looking over at the QQQ. You can see the QQQ is more stronger than the SPY and Dow Jones. They're looking the strongest towards the upside, holding above that 342.55 level. As long as it could hold above that level, I still have resistance here at 348.10. If we do lose that support level, watch for the QQQ or the tech sector to come back down here at 333.71. But that's it for stocks, so let's go over to the crypto market, starting off with Bitcoin. You can see it's been trading the last couple of weeks sideways with resistance at 42,000. It hasn't been able to get above there, and then support at 33,000. Hasn't been able to get below that. Again, I would watch for a daily close below that. We do also have that 20 SMA, so a daily close underneath this support level at 33,000 would be pretty bearish for Bitcoin. Now moving over to Ethereum, we are seeing Ethereum slip up a little bit more than Bitcoin. Taking a look at it from a daily chart, we're sitting currently at that support at 2,182.83. But if it can get below that, watch for support here at that 1,300 level. I did want to look at Ethereum at a weekly chart. I did mention Ethereum kind of forming a ABC Elliott wave correction towards the downside, but I was showing it on a daily chart. I want to show it on a weekly because it's starting to look like it's forming here. So let's show you guys that again. So your wave A would be this big leg down. Wave B would be your bounce here. And then wave C is what we're currently seeing. Now the question is, where does C end up going? Now I would watch for that support here at 1700 if we do lose that support here at 2186, and then if we lose this support here at that 20 SMA, watch for support again at that 1300 level. If you take a look at a monthly chart, you can see it was resistance back here in 2018, and then we finally broke out of it here in 2020 when we had Ethereum break out and it started going up like crazy. So if we continue to see Ethereum slip up the next couple months, if we do lose that support level at 1700, I think that's going to be a critical support level. But if we do, watch for that 1300 support level. That would be a good dip buy for Ethereum for anybody that missed Ethereum going into this year. But that's it for this video. We'll continue to see how the market shapes up going into next week and how it kind of continues to react to Jerome Powell's meeting that he had on Wednesday. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.